Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma, and no, I am not in Ecuador. I am in Saanich, and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. You're a pretty little thing. On today's show, poetry so hot it might burn your tongue. Dan Kahn is talking movies, and an Academy Award nominee who calls Salt Spring Island home. All that and more on Go Island. Thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. We have such a pretty show for you today because we are here in a little special greenhouse in the middle of Saanich. You would never know when you came in here. It would be filled with exotic, beautiful orchids from all over the world. Deborah Ward, Victoria Orchid Society. Tell me about sort of your passion, your vision for creating this greenhouse and all the wonders that are in it.
Well, it started with something really small, and like most growers, you get more and more interested and you want to try growing different things, and before you know it, you've added 12 feet to your greenhouse, which is what happened to me. It's fun, it's rewarding, it's a fantastic way to be in touch with nature.
And we are inviting visitors from all over to come out and take part in the Victoria Orchid Society event that's happening next weekend. Tell me about the event.
25th International Orchid Show. We have vendors coming from out of town. We have vendors that are local. We have visiting societies who set up displays. People come to even just to photograph the orchids because it's such an opportunity to see rare and unusual things all put into the same place. It's a well-attended event, and we're delighted to partner with the Victoria Hospital Foundation for this event.
One thing I love about the City of Flowers is we're also the city of the arts. There's theater, there's music, there's dance, and there's poetry. And we have a special group that has put together a great festival that'll be coming up. Tongues of Fire. I'll let Jen Moranitz explain. We're here in probably one of the prettiest greenhouses in Saanich, filled with all these exotic orchids, talking about the upcoming Orchid Festival. Deborah Ward from the Victoria Orchid Society. What is this crazy thing?
This is vanilla planifolia. It looks like a weird vine, but this is where we get our vanilla from, the vanilla bean, which a lot of people don't know is grown on this orchid plant.
No way! I had no idea it was grown in an orchid plant. Wow, that's very cool. Now, there's so many beautiful orchids. I don't even know where to begin, but this one really makes me smile. This is so pretty. Tell me about this one.
It's a Cattleya hybrid. I grow a lot of mini cats just because they don't require an excessive amount of space. And I love this one with the dark yellow flares and the light yellow petals. It's just easy to grow. It blooms twice a year. Comes from a hybridizer in Hawaii, and it's just so rewarding. I love this plant.
And when you're near a plant like this, you feel like you are in Hawaii. What do you think? Does that look good in my hair? We are going to hit the streets now with Dan Kahn as he asks all of you what your favorite movie is, or maybe your favorite actor or your favorite movie line. This one will make you laugh. Of course, the Academy Awards is on Sunday night. I hope your favorite movie wins. We are here in what I call mini Hawaii in Saanich, this beautiful greenhouse of Deborah Ward's where she grows hundreds of different styles of orchids, many of which you can see if you come out to the Orchid Show next weekend, March 2nd and 3rd. And where is it again?
Student Union Building on the grounds of UVic.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit about this beautiful orchid.
Easy to grow. This is a dendrobium hybrid, and they like lots of light, and they require very little water, particularly in the winter. And they require food in the form of fertilizer. That's pretty much it. They have canes as opposed to other types of growth, and these flowers last for weeks and weeks and weeks.
We have to take a quick break, but please stay with us because when we come back, I am interviewing an Academy Award nominee for Lincoln who happens to live on Salt Spring Island. Such a cool story. We'll also be heading to Campbell River to check out a writer at the Haig Brown House, so stay with us. Well, this is my Oscar as I stand in this beautiful greenhouse in Saanich, surrounded by orchids. Deborah from the Orchid Society, tell me about this cute little one.
I know the tag is almost bigger than the flowers. It is a Dendrobium cuthbertsonii. It's a species. It doesn't really get any bigger than that.
I just want a million of these in my house.
It doesn't even look real.
We are going to come back and talk about this orchid in just a moment, and we're also going to head up to Campbell River and take a visit to the Haig Brown House, so stay with us. If you really want to stop and smell the orchids, you're going to have to come to the Orchid Show. It's going to be March 2nd and 3rd at UVic. It's a fundraiser for the Hospital Foundation, and it's an opportunity to truly experience these beautiful, magnificent, it's kind of art in flower form. Tell me about this delicate creature.
This little guy is a species, a Paphiopedilum, a slipper orchid, Appletonianum. It's a very sought-after little hybrid. It has wonderful colors, and the petal stance is really interesting. It's just a weird and wonderful plant.
The next story is going to take us to Campbell River, to the Haig Brown House, where they have a special writer in residence. It's a really unique house with all sorts of history. You don't want to watch this one. We're here in one of my favorite greenhouses, because when I come here, do you feel like you've just entered Hawaii when you walk in here?
It's an oasis. It just feels like tucked away in the middle of Saanich. It's a special place.
Oh, and I wish you could smell it, because it smells so good. But Melanie McKenzie from the Victoria Hospital Foundation, when people come out to the Orchid Festival, they're not only going to have a little taste of Hawaii and some beautiful flowers, but all the money raised, or the proceeds raised, goes to help the foundation. Tell us a little bit about that.
It does. We're very proud that the Society's chosen us as their special charity. So last year they raised over $1,200 just through admissions.
Wow.
And it all goes to help buy new equipment for the hospitals. And so it's a great win-win. You get to go see beautiful, spectacular, nurtured little gorgeous flowers and do something great for us.
Do you sort of feel that that $1,200 has a bit of soul and a bit of love behind it?
It does, you know, especially when I started to learn a little more about how much care and attention it takes to nurture an orchid to flower. And it really does remind me how much the care and attention of our patients receive in our hospitals. It's the same kind of nurturing that happens here with these little flowers. So I do think that it's very much a parallel.
I love that. That made me a little verklempt. Thank you so much for joining us here on Go Island. We love that you come every day and spend 30 minutes with us. But guess what? It's not enough for me. Oh no, I want to hear from you. So please email us, go on our Facebook page, like us. I need to be liked. And follow us on Twitter. Love to hear your story ideas and your thoughts and your feedback. Thanks for watching.